In this episode of Safe Money Retirement Radio, we'll look at the challenges blindly trusting your financial advisor can bring, discuss 3 steps to live a purpose-filled life in retirement, and look inside a case file where a single lady in her late 50s needed to develop a plan for retirement. Let's get started.
Is your retirement money safe? Really safe? Find out today on Safe Money Retirement Radio with your host, Tim Wood.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Safe Money Retirement Radio. I'm your host, Tim Wood. This podcast and on-air show is dedicated to those of you who struggle with the fear of losing your retirement savings because of forces outside your control. With the way the market has been manipulated lately, losses are a real concern for many of you, and they should be. Every product I work with for retirement planning comes with a contractual guarantee that you'll never lose a dollar due to a stock market decline, while at the same time guaranteeing to lock in your gains periodically. You also have the option to receive a guaranteed income you can never outlive, no matter how long you live, and a substantial long-term care benefit if and when you ever qualify for it. Give me a call today at 855-PLAN-ADVISE or locally at 423-262-7919 or visit safemoneyretirementradio.com now for more details. Now let's take a few minutes to discuss the pitfalls of blindly following your financial advisor's advice. I all too often see retirees or soon-to-be retirees making decisions that may not be in their best interest based on the recommendation of their financial advisor. Now, while there are many advisors out there that truly care about their clients and their well-being, always keep in mind that their goal is going to be to keep you as a client in many cases. I see this often when someone has their retirement in an at-risk account like a 401k or IRA, and they talk to their longtime advisor about a safe money strategy like you hear me talking about, only to be told they are fine where they are, or they're offered minor tweaks to their current plan, and neither of those options does anything to truly mitigate their risk. You see, when you're in your 30s and 40s, you can afford to take risks in the market and with your retirement dollars because you have plenty of time to recoup any losses before you reach retirement age. But when you're approaching retirement or already there, you may not have the time to get back what could be lost in a very short amount of time in an at-risk account like a 401k or IRA plan. Some advisors will steer you away from a safe money plan because they don't have the ongoing account management fees and commissions that a traditional brokerage account does. Some have no fees at all. That is why I offer all of my clients a copy of the Safe Money book at no charge and no obligation. It allows you to do your own research into these products and how they work and if they would work for you. Then you can make a decision that is in your own best interest, not the best interest of any financial advisor out there. The truth is a safe money, fixed, guaranteed lifetime income annuity is the only product in the market that offers you an income you can never outlive, no matter how long you live, along with absolutely no losses from any market event, ever. And that's peace of mind that you simply can't get from any traditional at-risk account. So definitely talk to your financial advisor and heed their advice, but keep in mind the safety you're looking for both you and your spouse, and educate yourself about what's available so you can make the best and safest decision for your future that you can. One of the best ways you can educate yourself is by reading the Safe Money book, which I'll send you a copy of absolutely free as part of my free Safe Money Retirement Kit with no obligation as my gift of retirement knowledge to you. This 108-page, easy-to-read book explains topics such as safe money programs, U.S. Treasuries, annuities, inflation, how to avoid excessive fees, and a whole lot more. Just log on to SaveMoneyRetirementRadio.com now and register for your free book, or give me a call at 855-PLAN-ADVISE, and I'll get one right out to you so you can learn for yourself how these products work and how they provide the safety you need. This book and my whole retirement kit I'll send you explains how you can put your retirement on autopilot and never have to worry about your hard-earned retirement dollars being lost to a market event or not having an income ever again. In this week's Noteworthy Retirement News, we're going to look at 3 specific action steps you can take to live a life of purpose after retirement. Now, when I talk about my definition of retirement, I think it sometimes catches people off guard. In my mind, retirement is not who you are or where you're at in life. Rather, it's the transition of your time and money. In other words, it's a process you go through, not your identity. And here's what I mean. The transition for money is a transition from accumulating money to utilizing and protecting it. For time, it's a transition of reallocating the 40-plus hours per week you spent working. But here's the problem. The default "I'm retired" mindset leaves people stuck, and they never really progress towards reinventing themselves. In essence, they've made retirement their new identity, which just seems odd considering when you say something is retired, it often infers that it's outlived its usefulness. So, action step number 1 is to reinvent yourself. Author and futurist Buckminster Fuller has a question designed for finding your life's mission. And it is, what is it on this planet that needs doing that I know something about that probably won't happen unless I take responsibility for it? See, the transition for retirement is not the destination, it is the transition to what's next. It is your opportunity to reinvent yourself and live out the second half of your life with purpose. Step 2 is to reframe your mindset around money. More often than not, people tend to envision a life of abundance for themselves or being able to leave a financial legacy for their children and grandchildren. But without knowing how to go about this, people will inherently default to what they know and think they understand, which, when it comes to making financial decisions, is most often rates of return and account balances. But the measurement for your success should be on how much income you can generate from your assets that is consistent and predictable. It's income from your assets that grants you freedom of money and time so you can dedicate your talents to pursue your purpose. And the third step is to reframe your mindset of time. You have a choice. You can live as if you've been set out to pasture to retire, or you can live as if you are entering the second half of your life. Your future reality really is created in your mind, and whatever you focus on expands. The key to a successful retirement transition is to reframe your mindset about money. Focus on maximizing cash flow, expand your concept of time, and reinvent your purpose in life, because there is likely more to your story that has yet to be written. In this week's case file, we'll look at a single woman in her late 50s that needed to develop a retirement plan because her work didn't offer one. She had done a few things on her own over the years and had a small nest egg, but it certainly wasn't enough to retire on. So after a thorough fact finder appointment where we discussed exactly where she was and where she wanted to be at retirement, we determined that a guaranteed lifetime income annuity that she would defer for 10 years was the perfect plan for her. She got an upfront bonus along with a guaranteed roll-up rate each year during the deferral period, which is subject to change but was 6% per year at that time, followed by an income that would turn on and never turn off for as long as she lived. Now that, combined with her Social Security, would easily cover her living expenses after she retired. She was so relieved and said she was finally looking forward to retirement now that she had a plan. And I can help you create a plan as well. Just give me a call at 855-PLAN-ADVISE or locally at 423 262-7919 or visit SafeMoneyRetirementRadio.com right now. And don't forget to register for your free copy of the Safe Money book and retirement kit. For today's full chord, I want to talk about motivation. We are all motivated by something. Is it seeing your grandkids, helping out at the church, or traveling? Walt Disney said, "The best way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing." Find what motivates you and start doing that as often as you possibly can this week. Once you're motivated, inspired, and taking action daily, you will be living a life full of purpose.
Are your retirement investments safe? Really safe? Or does your plan advisor work for the insurance companies instead of working for you? It happens more often than you might think. Tim Wood is the independent plan advisor that many of your neighbors count on to guide them to a safe and prosperous retirement while eliminating the worry and hassle others face daily. This message is brought to you by Tim Wood and theplanadvisor.com. Medicare, life, and safe money retirement made easy. Visit SafeMoneyRetirementRadio.com right now.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's Safe Money Retirement Radio Show. Join me again next week to continue your free Safe Money retirement education. Until then, keep it safe and visit SafeMoneyRetirementRadio.com. Take care.